The Ponzi scheme leader who toppled the career of ex-Senator Carlos Uresti is sentenced to 15 years in prison. Bexar County Commissioners unanimously approve a $1.7 billion spending plan. And Grace, Grease, and Greatness lives at a restaurant on Fredericksburg Road.
I'd put Garcia's black gold brisket against the best barbecue shops in town.
This is your Express Briefing podcast for Wednesday, September 12th. Subscribe to this and other free content at expressnews.com/podcasts. And get each day's top news and sports headlines delivered to your inbox at expressnews.com/newsletters. Stan Bates, the fast-talking mastermind of a Ponzi scheme that defrauded investors in startup oil field services company Four Winds Logistics, toppling the career of longtime state senator Carlos Uresti, has been sentenced to 15 years in prison, just shy of the maximum penalty he faced under sentencing guidelines. A judge also ordered Bates to pay more than $6.3 million in restitution and serve 3 years of federal supervision once he's released from prison. In January, Bates pleaded guilty to 8 felonies that included wire fraud, money laundering, conspiracy, and aiding and abetting securities fraud to avoid being tried alongside Uresti and company consultant Gary Kane. All 3 have now been convicted for their participation in Four Winds Logistics. Tuesday, Bexar County Commissioners adopted a $1.7 billion budget for the next fiscal year that slightly reduces the property tax rate and devotes $19.6 million for road projects. While the county effectively reduced the property tax rate, rising property values mean that many homeowners' bills will still increase, and the county will collect an additional 4.7%, or roughly $19 million more in property tax revenue. County budget officials say about $10 million of that additional revenue comes from new construction. After days of downpours and more rain on the way, meteorologists say San Antonio is only 5 inches away from the wettest September on record. But while steady precipitation has brought the J17 index to nearly 700 feet, several lingering factors means the San Antonio Water System and Edwards Aquifer Authority are currently maintaining Stage 2 water restrictions. This month, the metro area has recorded nearly 11 inches of rain, making it the 5th wettest September on record. And with 2/3 of the month still to go, Alamo City needs only 5 more inches to beat the month's precipitation record set in 1946. And while there are places in San Antonio people love because they've been here forever, as well as places people love for the food, Garcia's Mexican food gives you both.
Hi, I'm Mike Sutter, the restaurant critic for the Express News, here to talk to you about this week's review of Garcia's Mexican food on Fredericksburg Road. Now, they've been at it since before I was born, and if I had to name a reason, that reason would be the number 5 Mexican dinner. With 2 cheese enchiladas and chili gravy with rice and beans and fresh homemade flour tortillas, it's one of San Antonio's perfect plates of food. It's served in a diner about the size of a 1-bedroom efficiency apartment that always has a line out front. Now, the line forms for barbecue, too. It's smoked with oak on a massive mobile pit built right here in San Antonio. I'd put Garcia's black gold brisket against the best barbecue shops in town. They put it in tacos, in a barbecue sandwich, on nachos, on a plate of its own. I think there was even some in a Wednesday special killer bowl of fideo. It's open from 7 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Garcia's is a great spot for chilaquiles and breakfast tacos too. Potato and chorizo, machacado, country sausage a la mexicana with beans are just 3 of my favorites. That's just 3. Lots of people say you'll feel like family when you come into a place. It's true at Garcia's. Now for the rest of the review, please go to expressnews.com/food.
And that's your daily San Antonio Express News briefing for Wednesday, September 12th. Subscribe to this and other free content at expressnews.com/podcasts.